our first meal on the boat. Recording these videos 1 year on is a great advantage of seeing how poor my driving was. Zigzagging all over the canal I was, and I thought I was doing really well, but that goes to show you. But with time you get better, and not having to concentrate so much on where you're steering, you just naturally travel straighter. At this point I am doing my best to keep up with the boat in front. We were meant to be sharing locks, but obviously they knew their boat better and they were pushing it far faster than I was willing to do with my new home. It was one of those things, and eventually I just gave up and let them go. There's no way that I was going to be thrashing my engine. It got to a stage where I thought enough's enough. We'd go at our own speed. That's the beauty of owning a canal boat. There's no rush normally. On this occasion, yes, I had to be back in time to go to China, and it was a little bit of a rush, but not so much that it was hard. Yeah, we had long days. It was starting as soon as it got light, often finishing up in the evening after it got dark. I've learnt from my mistakes now. Allow twice as much time, because however long it says in the book, until you've set the settings on your map finder to your own boat so that you know what speed you're doing, it's the best guesstimate. Now I'm happy I've got my settings right, and with fine adjustment you can get your canal route planning fairly accurate. I got it so that I was finishing within 5 minutes of my expected finish time. I was quite pleased with that, but it did take some working out, changing the speeds for different types of rivers and canals, and setting it for what you do and the time you take on locks. It's all personal. With time to look around and slow the boat down, you really have got so much to see on the canal side. It might look like there's not a lot there, but the wildlife you can keep up with. Occasionally you get people walk down the towpath, and they always seem to think that they can talk to you. Most of the time I can't hear them because of the noise of the engine, but say hello and they say hello back, and it's really good fun. There are times that you're thinking, do I really want to be out here in the cold and wet? And then you think, yeah, it's great, isn't it? If it gets too cold, I'll pull over, tie up and have a nice cup of tea. It's your own home in the end, right? All your home comforts, hot water, kettle, kitchen, your own bed. So if you decide you're not going to go too far today, then that's your choice. But what I would say that in future I'm trying not to make appointments that mean that I've got to push myself to get to anywhere. I didn't learn on this first trip, because when I came back from China I was in a rush again, but that I'll explain that in a later video. It's been quite an education. You take your time, you learn, and the more time you take, the easier it is. As we see, the boat in front of us is just about in view now, and I thought I was doing really well. Like the bow wave on the boat seemed to suggest I'm going a lot faster than what I was. I thought I was up close to 4 miles an hour. I was probably nearer 2.5, 3, but it felt fast enough for me, and when you're standing on top of the engine all day and the noise, you find a comfortable level and you just live with it. It's one of those things that you get used to. The more I've driven the boat since then, I've enjoyed just as much as the first time. When I'll go out again in the next day or two, it will be great because it's what I want to do. It's what I enjoy doing. Times on the boat, canal time, everybody talks about it. I've stopped wearing a watch now, and I start it off and I feel like in the morning after I've had a nice breakfast, and then I carry on. Ting Fun brings me up cups of tea, and if I need to stop, then it's fine. When I filmed this video, I was having to do all the driving, all the locks, and it was a little bit difficult, but it's what I wanted, and I was quite happy to do it. The more I've travelled, the easier it's become. Ting Fun now drives. She'll drive into locks, she'll drive in between, so it all helps. Now we'll see we're slowing down on Tickover, going past the moored boats and the workboat, and there's barely a ripple coming off the front of the boat. Still get people telling me I'm going too fast, but I feel, well, I know it's Tickover, and that's what the boat does at Tickover. It's easy to go past boats slow. There's no need to rush. I know sometimes it gets quite boring when you've got miles and miles of moored boats and you're on Tickover, but that's the nature of being on the canal. Yeah, especially around London, it's very busy, but you get used to it.